At that time, the church was formed, and the church universal and the local church were one and the same. The end of Acts chapter 2, we find that 3,000 souls were saved. And then in Acts chapter 4, we find that there were more than 5,000. It says there the number of the men were about 5,000. So you can figure that there had to be over 10,000 at that time. Because of that large number of individuals that formed that assembly in Jerusalem, they didn't have a meeting room that could accommodate that number of people, so they broke bread at home. The King James says house to house. I believe it's more correctly, I mean, it could be translated either way, but people like to say that it was house to house because they want to introduce a casualness, an informality to the breaking of bread. Oh, they just broke bread from house to house. That's, I don't believe, the thrust of the verse. What it's saying is they broke bread at home. They witnessed in the temple, but the breaking of bread, which should be intimately connected with Christian worship, was done in private, at home, not publicly. Worship is not a public spectacle. And so just to emphasize, though, that each household wasn't an independent assembly of its own, because later on in Acts chapter 15, we read, when they came to Jerusalem, Paul and Barnabas came down to Jerusalem because of a problem that had been exported. We'll touch on that a little bit more soon. But anyway, it says they were received of the church, the assembly. There was one assembly in Jerusalem, even though they were breaking bread at home at this point.